my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso at S3 and discover the ancient art of cupping, a therapeutic practice rooted in Chinese and Middle Eastern medicine. As we focus on detoxing this morning, we delve into the myriad of benefits of cupping, exploring techniques like dry cupping, wet cupping, and more for enhanced well-being. So don't worry about that. We got you covered. We've got some experts coming in soon. Have you tried cupping before, though?
I have actually, man, and I've been also diving into some research on it to find out if it is actually that beneficial.
Yeah.
I've seen my own things that tell me that this kind of could be good, but we've got the professionals in here, so I'm hoping to actually really debunk a few myths on this and really find out if this is what it is all about. So joining us is the founder of No Way Premium Wellness and Slimming, Dilshad Park, in the building, as well as massage and beauty therapist Melody Jack, which we'll meet a little bit later. Because we are going to practically put this proof in the pudding and see if it actually tastes that good. I'm talking about cupping still, just by the way. So good morning, Dilshad. How are you doing?
I'm well, and yourself?
Yeah, we are wonderful. I think I'm like the only one that hasn't tried cupping yet.
Not tried
so
cupping?
You and Graham have tried cupping, though. I'm going to give it a shot very, very soon. But, you know, we have to talk about this because I think that when you see anything like this, it is a bit daunting looking at it. Watching those cups like sucking the flesh out of you and you're like, what is going on? But I think you need to understand, if you look at that picture on your screen now, like, what is cupping actually doing?
Okay, so basically, before we start, there's various types of cupping. There's facial cupping, there's dry cupping, which is the one that we're going to demonstrate.
Yes.
We've got wet cupping as well. So wet cupping can be called hajima as well as toxin removal. So that's the difference. And in terms of the processes, it also varies for each.
Yeah.
Cupping is safe, non-invasive, economical, and helps with diseases, preventing diseases, and as curing them as well. So basically, it's been highly recommended. All the feedback we've been receiving from our clients and online as well, it's very beneficial to be doing.
Okay, I like this because I wasn't aware that we were different types of cupping, right? So you mentioned obviously dry, which we're going to start experimenting with today.
Hijama.
And then there's also wet cupping, right?
So basically, it's the same. Hijama, wet cupping, as well as toxin removal. It's basically the same thing.
Okay, cool.
So, with that, the hijama, the toxin removal, it includes the cutting of the...
I've
seen that.
And that's
I want to try that one.
Where the toxins are drawn and it sucks into the cup. And then, based on the color of the blood that's being sucked from the cup, we'll be able to identify if there's any major issues and discuss it with our clients.
That's crazy.
You understand why I want to do this so badly? Like this, it sounds incredible. So let's just look at the cupping after effects. I think that when you see them, a lot of the international athletes, even some of my own athletes that I work with, they've got the big bruises on their backs, you know. And I mean, it looks aina when you see it, though.
It's not.
But it's not, because it's just you've drawn some blood to the surface, right? So what can you expect after cupping?
After cupping, basically, you'll feel a bit lethargic, but what is recommended, stay hydrated, drink plenty of fluid.
Okay.
Not excessive exercise of at least 3 hours after the treatment. Not to shower about 24 hours after the treatment, because remember, there's small incisions and you don't want to cause an infection.
That makes sense.
Okay, and eat healthy meals, light meals, some that's rich in protein as well. And do light exercises, nothing hectic and nothing stressful after a few hours after the actual
That makes sense. Circulation, just to get everything going, get the body back to level.
I love that. So maybe more importantly for me is, I see this as something that is very beneficial, and sometimes you can do too much of anything, right? Too much of anything, I think, is just, there needs to be balance. How much of this can we do? Because I'm all about recovery and fast-tracking that so we can increase our performance. Is there a limit to how much you can do cupping, or how often?
Dry cupping, you can do it any amount of times you want to do it, okay? But you can also use the suction with dry cupping. With wet cupping, when you get to the point of the cutting, depends on what you're coming for. If you're coming with a specific issue to me and it's quite intense, the pain is quite intense, you will be going for the medical cupping session. And medical cupping sessions is recommended once every 3rd week for a period of 3 months. As with normal hijama cupping, it's a recommended time frame is between 3 to 4 months, once every 3 to 4 months. But general dry cupping you can do any time of whenever you feel the body needs it.
Just a quick one. Who shouldn't be cupping? I feel like it's important for you know. So who shouldn't be trying this treatment before we put Raul on? Because I know he's done it before, but I'm not sure. I want to look after my friend. So who shouldn't be doing this?
There's quite a host of people that's got heart problems, high blood pressure, for instance, people that it's diabetic, cancer patients, they can, but with the permission of their from the doctors as well. Pregnant women as well.
Okay.
Kids under the age of 17 cannot do wet cupping.
Okay.
There's quite a host of things. That's why we always encourage them to send the assessment or the medical history prior to the consultation, so that we can do a proper assessment in order to determine that whether you can or cannot do the cupping session.
Okay.
And that's only applicable to the wet hijama cupping, and not the dry cupping. Dry cupping anyone can do.
All right. So I think we're all excited now. Cole's definitely gotten educated, and I think he's just upset that he's not getting a chance to try this out. But
I'll get a chance.
I definitely am. I just want to make sure that I have my mindset correct for this. What is going on here? What should I expect later?
Okay, so we've seen images of the wet cupping, because that process is quite longer. But what Melody will demonstrate is the process of dry cupping. So it's basically just the circulation of the blood.
Beautiful.
And using the suction cups to order to pull the toxins up to the surface of the skin.
Find out how much toxins in me.
You're doing so good. You are not toxic at all. But Dilshad, thank you so much. We're looking forward to Raul getting his cupping session as we cup on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.